With these two fighters about to face off once again in their long-awaited rematch, this is the perfect time to break down and analyse their first explosive fight. It was Gonzalez's fourth defence of his light flyweight title, 2 classes below the fight tomorrow night. The younger Estrada was fighting for the first time outside of his home country of Mexico. Not only that, but it would be his first world title contest. Round 1. From the beginning of the first round, Estrada starts fast, a trend that would continue throughout the fight. He uses fast attacks to swarm his opponent, then exits using speedy lateral movements. Estrada boxes on his toes, lunging in with explosive combos. However, Chocolatito's defense allows his guard to take most of the damage. Here, Estrada's forward-leaning posture allows him to come forward for attacks and gives him great access to land that lead hook to the body. Although now we can see the start of Chocolatito's dominant footwork with him pushing forward and backing Estrada up to the ropes. Even with Estrada far outlanding Gonzalez, Chocolatito is beginning to control the ring with his footwork. Round 2. Estrada starts by circling Gonzalez and doubling up his jab against him. Estrada's jab is working well for him, but Gonzalez is still putting on the forward pressure. You can see here Estrada putting together some really nice combos to the body and head. Gonzalez is starting to put together some heavy shots, but some slick head movement from Estrada allows him to avoid trouble. Now Gonzalez is finally successful at putting Estrada on the ropes by being willing to take a few shots to maintain the forward pressure. Although Estrada is getting backed up onto the ropes more now, he uses his head movement to make sure he doesn't spend too long there. However, now Estrada's weight has shifted more to the back foot, giving Gonzalez an easier time putting him on the ropes. Another nice body shot, but Estrada is forced to physically push Gonzalez to get off the ropes. Another round to Estrada, but you can definitely see the tide beginning to change. Round 3. Estrada starts aggressively again, landing combos to the head and body. He continues to throw a high volume and circle off to his left. While this is the benefit of keeping himself circling around his opponent, it puts him in the danger zone from Chocolatito's right hand. Here we have the first of many headbutts because they are both fighting with forward posture. However, it doesn't really affect the fight. Although Estrada is firing with a high volume of punches, Gonzalez does a great job of constantly adjusting his guard and moving his head, and we continue to see great use of cutting off the ring by Gonzalez. The problem now for Estrada is because he's been backed up to the ropes, Gonzalez is now able to let his hands go and land longer combos. Even though Estrada is able to move off the ropes, Gonzalez gets right back to walking him down and cutting off the ring. This is the first round that goes to Gonzalez. From round 4, this trend continues through to round 7, with Estrada starting fast but Gonzalez finding his rhythm and eventually walking him down to the ropes, where he can unload longer combos and hard shots. It's around this time that one of the commenters remarks, "Choose your weapon, a machine gun or a rocket launcher, both will kill you." I couldn't have said it better myself. It's Estrada's fast high volume shots versus Chocolatito's more patient but heavier punches. Here is a great example of how to treat an opponent when you have them backed up on the ropes. Gonzalez unloads combos while he has Estrada on the ropes, but notice how he doesn't get greedy and takes half a step back preemptively to evade the inevitable counter from Estrada, but he didn't take too big of a step back, allowing him to come right back into range and pick up where he left off. This moment from round 4 is a great illustration that summarises the next 3 rounds. Estrada gets the better of the back and forth exchanges in the middle of the ring, but Gonzalez is able to dominate with his footwork, pushing Estrada back to the ropes. Rounds 4 to 7 go to Ramon Gonzalez Chocolatito. Rounds 8, 9 and 10 are pretty similar, and all very close. Someone must have said something in Estrada's corner because he does a much better job of staying off the ropes, even pivoting and moving immediately away from them as soon as he feels them on his back. He also gets back to using his jab effectively and circling on the outside. Estrada's ability to stay away from the ropes and use his jab effectively, as well as a strong finish to round 10, lets Estrada steal these rounds. However, they are close rounds. Round 11 was probably the hardest to score. These two warriors go toe to toe, trading like for like punches. Anytime one would get an edge, the other would make sure to come back with something in return. They even land simultaneously as the bell rings. Personally, I scored round 11 even. It was the only thing that seemed fair. Round 12. So, going into the final round, I had the scorecards 105 to 105 even, so it was really all on the line. Round 12 was explosive from the very beginning. Remember, Estrada was a big underdog for this fight, and was massively underestimated by the fans at the time. So while he had nothing to lose, Gonzalez had everything to lose. Gonzalez starts the round better, controlling the centre of the ring, but Estrada manages to turn him, now taking the centre for himself. Estrada has success throwing fast combos, and his uppercut finds Chocolatito. However, it's not long before he finds himself on the ropes again. Not to be dissuaded though, he quickly takes back the centre. Estrada is the challenger, and you can really see how much he wants it. The round was back and forth, but ultimately, I think Estrada did enough to take it. The judges had it 118, 110, 116, 112 and another 116, 112, all in favour of Gonzalez, Chocolatito, by unanimous decision. While 118 to 110 may seem like a wide scorecard, I don't really have a problem with it. So many of the rounds were close, and on top of that, a lot of how you scored it will come down to which type of work you favoured when making your decision. Now you've seen how great this fight was, and you've got a sense of how explosive these two styles can be. I hope you're as excited as I am for the rematch tomorrow night. I'd love to know what you guys thought of the fight, so leave a comment with your impressions below. Guys, thanks for watching, and remember to like, comment and subscribe.